A very warm good morning to one and all. We are on the third day of this 1 week online induction program on research paper writing and IP rights, sponsored by AICT New Delhi and organized by AG Patil Polytechnic Institute, Solapur, in collaboration with ISTE New Delhi. On behalf of AG Patil Polytechnic Institute, I, Naresh Patil, lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department, would like to welcome our today's guest and keynote speaker, Dr. S.S. Wangikar, coordinator of this induction program and principal of our institute, Dr. Amit Sobule sir, vice principal, Mr. J.M. Jaketia sir, head of Mechanical Engineering Department, Mr. S.K. Mohite, my colleague, faculty members, and dear participants. The topic of this session is research methodology, tools and techniques. And to conduct this session, we are fortunate to have Dr. S.S. Wangikar sir among us. It's a great privilege for me to introduce him on this occasion of induction program. He has completed his graduation in production from Sweri College of Engineering, Pandharpur in 2005, ME in Design Engineering from Solapur University in 2012, and PhD from National Institute of Technology, Silchar in November 2018. He served as a production engineer in nuclear group at Walchandnagar Industries Limited, whose main customers are Nuclear Corporation of India Limited, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, and many more. After that, he joined as a faculty in Mechanical Engineering Department at Sweri College of Engineering, Pandharpur in 2010. His area of specialization is manufacturing, microfabrication, and microfluidics. His work focuses on photochemical machining, vertical axis, wind turbines, experimental and computational analysis of microchannels, etc. He is holding almost 16 years of rich experience in this field. He has worked as a MOU coordinator, NAC coordinator, and IQAC coordinator for his institute. He has published more than 40 papers in reputed international journals, conferences, and have more than 375 citations for his research work. He was member of the professional body ASME and he is a life member of many reputed professional organizations. He has received Research Excellence Award from Indian Institute of Scholars in 2018. He is reviewer for many reputed publications like Elsewhere, Springer, IGI Global, etc. He has acted as keynote speaker for many international and national conferences and also delivered sessions at various FDPs, STTPs, and training programs. He always actively participated in academic policy making activities like university curriculum structure and curriculum revision for UG and PG programs in mechanical engineering. Dr. S.S. Wangikar is currently acting as a head of Mechanical Engineering Department at Sweri College of Engineering, Pandharpur. So, with this brief introduction, once again, I welcome Dr. S.S. Wangikar sir for this session. Friends, this great personality is going to guide us in our today's session. And without taking much time, I request Dr. Wangikar sir to initiate this session. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir, for introducing me. Now I will present screen. Okay, sir, let me please know whether the full mode screen is visible and am I audible properly?
Yes, sir. Your full screen mode is perfect, and even your audio and video both are also pretty clear.
Okay.
You can proceed, sir.
Yes, thank you, sir. So I welcome you all for this session on research methodology. Very first, I am very much thankful to AG Patil Polytechnic Institute, Solapur, for inviting me as a guest, and I congratulate that AG Patil Polytechnic Institute for organizing such a faculty development program or orientation program on very great topic like research paper writing and IP rights. So research and IP, these are the things which are the need of the era, and everyone should be as a part of it. So I'm congratulating this AG Patil Polytechnic Institute for arranging such a wonderful program. Okay, so let us proceed further. So though the topic is the research, methodology, tools and techniques. So we cannot exclude the basic terminologies of research, because for going research methodology concept, we have to first understand that what is research, then what is research process, what are the different things associated with the word research, and then we can go for what is research methodology. And if we will go for a perfect methodology, or no, I cannot say perfect, a good methodology, then how the outcome will be fruitful, that we will discuss. So very first, research. So rather than going for directly definition, I will say that research is to see what everybody else has seen, to see something different. Many researchers are working on the same topic, but the output achieved by them is different. Let the topic be same, and assume that 1000 people are working on any one area. For example, I will take the mechanical domain example, EDM, or photochemical machining, or simple turning operation, lathe. Then also, the different researchers working on it have different perspective, and they will have different outputs, and to think what nobody else has thought. So it is the part of the process. Let it be very, very simple turning operation, but research can be very, means we can say qualitative, and good research can be possible based on these turning operations also. If one can go for a different material and different tool, and if the researcher will be able to analyze and able to describe the relationship up to result, everybody will go, but that discussion part, why that phenomenon is occurring, then we can say that here the word what nobody else has thought. So it is the skill of the researcher. Okay, so today I will try to cover within the whatever time is allotted, that what is research. So I will give highlights of this purpose, characteristics, types, process. So this is third day. Already some of the speakers already had discussed, but still I feel that before proceeding to whatever methodology, I want to discuss that research design and different the data collection and data interpretation. So there should be something related to research. Then I will be focusing on research design. Then what are the different tools available for data collection, data analysis, and data interpretation. Okay, so let us start, friends. Research. Very first, research. There are many definitions for this research. So I have taken two simple definitions. According to W.S. Monroe, research may be defined as the method of studying problems whose solutions are to be derived partly or wholly from the facts. Means it is a solving the problem, studying the problem, and what is partly solutions. There are solutions. The problem is not completely unsolved. The problem has already been solved by some of the researchers up to some extent, but still there is more insight needed. This may be the case or wholly from fact. It is a complete new, and anyone has to start work on it and giving the complete solution. A very simplest definition is there to provide solution to any problem, not only technical. And this whatever we will discuss in next 1 hour, I will be focusing, as it is a engineering background, more things related to engineering and technology, because there are different research like philosophical, historical, we will be discuss very less about it. Then research is a systematic effort to gain a new knowledge. Again, very simplest definition, systematic effort to gain a new knowledge, whatever the knowledge associated with that process, with that experimentation, with the part which already been known to all world, something new addition, something new gain in the knowledge, and the systematic efforts for gaining this new insights or dimensions in as far as the knowledge is concerned, one can say it as research. Very simple. So here you can see solution, then development, information. So a lot of things are there. So a research may, again there is a process. Just wait. Again there is a process in the research that we will go systematically that what is that particular process. So in that all these things will be there. What is information needed in the, it will come in the literature. Then solution is the ultimate step, and analysis of action. What is the analysis? So very first, this is very first statement I want to clear you that what is research. So method of studying problems who are partly solved, partly derived, or wholly from facts. And another we can say effort to gain the new knowledge. There are many research definitions. So what is the purpose of research? So there are different purposes. Again, I have taken 3, 4, and that I will be focusing in these particular slides. So the main aim of research is to find the truth which is hidden and which has not been discovered yet. See, it is not the case that a complete new, that is also one type in fundamental research. It may be applicable to some physics, then we can say chemistry, then mathematics, something new. If I will go for any one formula, and I want to give this name of, and the formula or that equation is used to solve a typical equation, then I will call it as, if I want to give my name, then I will call it as Wangikar's theorem. Just for example. So completely new. But what is mentioned here? The truth which is hidden and which has not discovered as yet. So it is maybe the fundamental, as I have said, that physics, chemistry, mathematics, as far as the engineering and technology is concerned, very less things are this related to 100% new. It is just a modification. And in the engineering, most of the research is problem solving type research. So it is a combination of qualitative. It may be termed under qualitative. It can be under experimental research. So it come under 2, 3 different types. But the main, as far as the engineering domain is concerned, the main word we can fit is the problem solving research, because actually engineering is the we can say science. It gives the fundamentals of different laws, etc., and engineering is the application of whatever science is saying. So here problem solving. So let us proceed further. The truth which is hidden and which has not been discovered as yet. Okay, so that is main aim of the research. Again, we will see 3, 4 different purposes. So to gain the familiarity with a phenomena or to achieve new insights into it. So if, let us take any phenomena, to get the familiar what is the phenomena, and then new insights. So phenomena is there, it is already established. There are some of the facts associated with the phenomena. There are some of the variables associated with the phenomena. So new insights into it. So again, what is mentioned? I am covering here 2 types. The studies with this object in view are termed as exploratory or formative research. So let us have one example. Let us take any 2 tablets. The 2 tablets are using for simple, we can say maybe, let us take acidity. So the purpose of the 2 tablets, acidity only. Tablet 1 for acidity purpose, tablet 2 for acidity purpose. New insights into it. So let us go for analyzing the different aspects of the problem, because you know the phenomenon now that the tablet is used for this acidity purpose. If I will take this tablet, then it will relieve my acidity. Now acidity is again having different symptoms. I am taking the simple examples rather than going in some we can say detailed examples which are more easy to understand, more easy to digest. That examples I will try. Okay. And one example can be fit for this type, the same example can be fit for another type also. This, whatever the types are there in the research, there is also some one research can be fitted in 2, 3 categories. One example, that is again one another aspect. So coming back to the point, that tablet. So let us take any example, tablet 1 and tablet 2. These 2 tablets are used for acidity purpose. So we know that this tablet phenomena reduce the acidity and what are the contents in it. Okay. To achieve new insights into it, some of the tablets are useful for whenever the acidity, and due to acidity, some gastric related problems may be there. That one of the tablet may be useful. Again, some of the tablets may be useful for severe acidity. If anyone is having some problems, that headache, and chest burning in the chest due to acidity, then one of the tablet may be useful. So these already it is there. Just for understanding, I am taking the example that new insights. So tablet 1 and tablet 2, these are two tablets. One is having only the capacity to have to up to certain extent it will try to work on this acidity and feeling better. But second new insight is that it is useful for gastric also by using that tablet. Again, some chest burn is also reduced again by using that second tablet. If anyone is feeling somewhat headache, again it is reduced. So these are the symptoms of the acidity. So the and explanation of complete about this tablet 1 and what are the things, what is the phenomena, and tablet 2, what are the different things associated, what is the composition, what is the phenomena, and what are the new insights in tablet 1 and tablet 2, and comparison. I can say it as a exploratory research. Again, different examples can be possible, but we have to just have the introduction part and we will proceed further. Second aim, I can say, to portray accurately the characteristics of a particular individual, situation, or a group. To portray, describe. So to describe accurately the characteristics of individual. So focusing on individual, focusing on any situation, or focusing on any group. And this is termed as the descriptive type of research. So descriptive type of research, here again we can take some different examples. Let us say for individual, okay, one of the national personality we will take for individual, honorable and respected Mahatma Gandhi for individual. So a descriptive type research, not only one, many researchers can go for this descriptive type research on the different aspects of the lifespan of Mahatma Gandhi ji. One can write only related to in Marathi that Mithacha Satyagraha, whatever means different campaigns at that time were run by Mahatma Gandhi ji. So one of the moment and one research can be possible descriptive type based on this. So individual type research. So the characteristic of a particular individual. Again, not only one, many researchers can go for this. Only one example we will take, Mahatma Gandhi ji. Like same example, you can take any personality and one can go for it. Then I can say situation. So situation, again, here different examples can be quoted. So, but now whatever the example, best example we can see, and last 1.5 year we are passing through that example, and this is the, I can say, situation based. We can correlate fully or partially. This is pandemic. So this is situation based research. And again, not only pandemic. If you say the situation based research, so it will, what are the effects of this pandemic? Not only in terms of death of that whatever in percentage or loss of human life, that is one factor. But apart from that, what are the business slack in the business? What is the, we can say, GDP as per as the financial terms are concerned? Then if you take any state, then what are the pros and cons, plus minus? That is this pandemic, there will be no plus, all things will be on minus side only. But still, and how what are the different strategies which have been taken by these different governments and are at global level also to overcome this. So this is situation based analysis. And we can say then you can take 2014 election. Again, that is one of the situation based. So again, like one can say that at that time one word was very famous, that's Modi Lat. And we have all have observed that these examples I am giving for just understanding purpose. So how descriptive type will be there, or you can say a group. In order to, this group is in related to somewhat marketing strategy, that what is the mindset of a particular group. So you can take a group, we can say the study as per as after 1983, the World Cup won by India. Then this one of the case study can be there for group. It gives the different perspective to look towards this game cricket after that World Cup won by India. Then again, this is related to market. Different how a typical group or particular group category will act or react to any of the product. group type research. Or you can say any means we can say bad, or we can say bad odd situations also. You can say in this Godhra case maybe. So what was the mindset at that particular time? What is this means? This we can study. Anyone if we want, they can study. So these are the different aspects under descriptive research. Then I will proceed further under this purpose of research to determine the frequency with which something occurs or with which it is associated with something else. Yeah, with which something occurs. Frequency means now one time, again 3 times, after 1 month 2 3 times, after 2 months 2 3 times, like this, just example. And with which it is associated with something else, why it is happening, whether the phenomenon is associated, having some linkage with some other phenomena or something else. That is diagnostic. So here, as the word is from medical, let us have the example of medical only. So here you can say in this medical or diagnostic research, we can say it is repetitive in nature. For example, frequency. So you take any example, that headache you can take, then the or muscle pain you can take, and frequency with which headache in twice in a month or once in a month again. Okay, from April to, we can say, October, no headache, and November to March, severe headache. So you can associate this headache with the cold atmosphere. This is just example. And the frequency, that what is the headache and how it goes severe, what is the frequency, and again I can attach amplitude also, severity, and what are the different factors with which it is associated. We can take the muscle pain and day-to-day life. So this is based on case to case. To diagnose something, the research is undertaken. And then next, to test the hypothesis of a causal relationship between variables. Such studies are known as hypothesis testing. So we will not go in detail what is hypothesis, but as I have used this word hypothesis here, let us have a focus for at least 2 3 minutes, that what is hypothesis. And this research is called as hypothesis testing research. So hypo means tentative, subject to the verification, and thesis means statement about the solution of the problem. So tentative statement, hypothesis is a tentative statement about the solution of a problem. So hypothesis offers a solution to the problem that is to be verified empirically and based on some rationale. So hypothesis, I can say this is my objective, or this is my main aim. Again, in that I will have these 4 objectives. This will be my proposed methodology. And if I will follow these all steps, then at the end, I will have, these will be my outcomes. These are my proposed objectives. So this is the hypothesis, the statement to solution. Let us, you have taken a problem and how the problem will be solved. What are the different stages in the problem? What is the methodology that will be used for the problem? And at the end, how the problem was solved. And what is this? What this complete statement, we can call it as a hypothesis. Coming back to the point, if you see here, so to test a hypothesis with causal relationship between variables. Variables, again, you can take engineering. There are many, so I will take again some lathe machine example. The lathe machine, why I am taking the example, as having mechanical background, and though not in the mechanical background, but the lathe is mostly seen or known to many of the technocrats in the field. So lathe machine. So let us take very simple relationship between variables. So again, I can say the parameters which we can change, we can vary. I will call it as process parameters or input parameters. And effect of input parameters, I will observe on response measures or output parameters. Let us take example, material removal rate. Let us have another example, surface finish. So these are my output parameters. Based on this material removal rate, based on this surface finish, I will discuss or I will analyze that what is the effect of the speed, feed, and depth of cut on these parameters. Okay, so to establish a causal relationship between the speed, feed, depth of cut, and the surface finish and material removal rate to test a hypothesis. In hypothesis, we have said that this will be happen. So now, for example, at the end, you will come to know that as the speed is lesser, you will get the surface finish more, roughness more, I will say. And if this you increase the speed, then by keeping the same depth of cut, same feed, you will get good surface finish. If you discuss about the material removal rate, the feed and depth of cut will be more, MRR will be more. So these are the sum of the aspects. Again, we have to go for optimization. If we want that MRR should also be good and surface finish also should be good, then again there it will come multi-objective optimization. So let us not go in that. Just I want to just focus on hypothesis, a causal relationship between variables, and to test the hypothesis. This is hypothesis testing research. So these are the sum of the purpose of research we have discussed. I am saying some. I have not taken all. Let us move further. Characteristics of research. So what may be the different characteristics? And here we will take one example, and by taking that example only, we will proceed. Just wait. Okay. So characteristics of research. So every research has these characteristics, and we will take one example, and by taking one example, we will proceed further. So let us take the generalized example. So I will take characteristics of research. Okay. So as I am from Pandharpur, Pandharpur is the south Kashi. Many pilgrims are visiting. So in an year, if we take more than maybe more than 30 lakhs. In only one of the wari, 15 lakhs, and another wari 7 to 8 lakhs are visiting. And counting the day, we can say 30 lakhs pilgrims may be visiting to Pandharpur. And when in the time of, you can say, this 14th of January or 15th of January, there is the Makar Sankranti. See, I will correlate this example. So on this particular day, the pilgrims who will visit in that particular month, so most of them will buy the bangles, lakh bangles, shellac bangles. So what is this? This is in Marathi, you can call it as lakhecha bangdya. So lakh bangles. Again, why I am giving this example? I can take the example from core domain also, as per as this material removal rate and the effect of concentration, temperature, each and 10, something like this. But purposefully, I am taking this example. It will help to discuss the characteristics with that particular example, number one. And again, it will also help. My another intention is, let us take the example from society. It will have the another impact, that research for society, technology for society. The research is most useful when it is applicable to society. If our research is there and if it is having no any, every research should have at least one single application as per the need of society, need of the industry, need of the any area or specific region, it should be addressed. And one of the, at least one, I am saying, small problem should be solved, then we can say the research have good potential. Okay, so research is directed towards the solution. So in that lakh bangles, so if you see the procedure, whatever the material is there, that material is taken in one of the pan, and by some flame is there, and they are mixing it, and again hazardous work. So if you see the workers who are doing this practice, so again many injuries to their hand, again not safe, but still they are doing as a traditional practice. And then after that, we can say having the proper mixture, like blend. Again, this small, long wires are drawn, and again the bangle shape is given. And at the last, some of the color and for decoration purpose. Again, many jewelry types or crystals or whatever, what is required, it is attached to that particular bangle. So let us not focus on this another aspect. Let us focus on, can we do something as per as this reduction in the effort or as per as the safety is concerned for that particular workers. So mixing purpose, when the blend is get ready, after that not that much problem, but up to having the blend of that particular leg bangles, what is required, there is a problem. So research is directed towards solution of the problem. So solution, I have given you I have identified a problem that I want to do something related to this lag bangles and the procedure. Research requires expertise. Now if you see here, then expertise as far as this lag bangle is concerned, then what is the composition, up to what temperature it is required to heated, then if it is more heated, less heated, what will happen, what is the different aspects as per as the mixing of this lag bangle, whatever the mixture is concerned, etc, etc. Research is based on the observable experience and empirical evidences. Observable experience. So let us, the procedure is started and some experience. So very first, one has to understand the complete procedure through observations, that from the start up to end, what is the procedure, what are the different evidences, and how it can be proceed further. And then that particular researcher's work start, that what he or she can do in this particular to solve the problem. Research demands accurate observation and description. Okay. Research involves gathering new data from primary or first-hand sources or existing data for a new purpose. So I have given example that from the basic raw material, then up to heating, then mixture, then making the long like wires, then winding it, and then making the bangles. This complete process analysis is studied. Research is characterized by carefully designed procedures that apply rigorous analysis. So now here, procedure is now already what we can do. So I will complete this, and then I will complete the answer that how that has been resolved. I am giving you example which means semi-automatic machine has already been developed. So related to that, research is characterized by carefully designed procedures that apply rigorous analysis. So if I want to develop a machine which will heat it, which will mix it, and at least I will get a ready-made, we can say blend or premix, which directly can be taken for further making of the bangles. Further process can also be mechanized, but where is the most dangerous or unsafe procedure is there as far as the human life and efforts are concerned, that is targeted first. So I have to develop a machine or some mechanism. Research strives to be objective and logical. Objective, very, very simple, that I want to develop a machine. And logical, it is having logic as per as this cost. If I will develop a machine which will have a cost of maybe 5 lakhs, and whatever the things are there, that total earning of that particular businessman, if anyone, is after selling the complete bangles and his net profit is 50,000, and whatever investment is up to 1.5 lakhs, then he will not go for that 5 lakh rupees machine. Logical. Applying every possible test to validate the procedures employed data. Now here validation, I can say actual experimentation is validation. We can go for simulation also, but as far as this example is concerned, experimentation by 2-3 times and irrespective of the person who is trained. So semi-skilled, unskilled worker can also operate that machine. Then we will call it as it is of good type. Then research is characterized by patience and unhurried activity. It is not the case that within 3 months, 6 months, it should be completed. Many times the researcher will come across such a situation that he or she has to start from scratch. Whatever is done, gone. Before this evolution of this light or bulb, 999 or 1000, whatever the failure experiment, and then again evolution of that next bulb. So like that. So lot of times research requires some courage. I will take that also. So 5 times failure, 10 times failure, you will go for 500 experimentation, and out of that you will get 50 experimentation with good results, and you have to go for, in this case, that 450 experimentation will be of no use. Again, be patient, be unhurried. Let us start. Where is the wrong? What is the wrong? And let us proceed further. And research is carefully recorded and collected. So the same example we will take. So the example I will take further. So it is required to develop a machine. It is required to develop a machine in which the semi-automatic type, or at least it will give me the ready-made blend of that lag bangle machine, and further things can be smooth. So this is, and again, the design of the machine, operation of the machine, cost of the machine, the space required for the machine, the skill required to operate the machine. These all things I have to take in care, objective and logical. So after taking these all things in account, then I can, these are the some of the characteristics. So I have tried to give the characteristics with the help of one of the examples. So research is characterized by carefully designed procedures. Okay, so now I will focus on types of research. So what are different types? And then we will proceed further. Just wait. Okay, so now we can say types of research. So here I can say sorry for the disturbance. Types of research. So I will not go in detail as far as the types of research is concerned, because we have to move further. I will try to give one of the example for each case, and we will proceed further, because we have to cover the research design and some of the, at least some insight to data collection, and we can say data analysis. And again, further very important is interpretation of the data. Okay, so on the basis of nature of information, quantitative and qualitative. So quantitative, for example, a data as far as you can say, very simple example we can take. If you take this type of pen, then the analysis was made by one of the company. They want to go for manufacture a pen. So 1 lakh means survey is a survey from 1 lakh different users is collected and analysis is made. So very large database, very huge collection of data is there, and output is not that much big, or it is smaller. So after collecting 1 lakh, then there is a conclusion that as far as the range of the pen in the rupees is concerned, that 70 to 80% or 75% people will prefer a 10 rupees pen. Then 10% people will prefer 2 rupees or 3 rupees pen, and only 2 to 3% means 5% people will prefer 50 rupees pen, and only 1 or 2% people will prefer the category like Parker or some other like this. So here this is the quantitative research, and now qualitative. So here you can say in qualitative research, so a particular aspect is we can say applied research, or whatever we are going in our engineering domain, we can say domain specific research. Focus on the quality is there. More insight is here on the solving the problem, and machinability, you can take any example, that machinability study of composite, or
ये नहीं इसमें लगा ऐसे फाइन सर, फिर वो पंच भी कहाँ से? हाँ तो पंच कैसे, कहाँ से करो, मतलब पंच है इधर, पंच लेके करने का, इसमें नहीं जाएगा,
एनी प्रॉब्लम,
इसमें करना ही नहीं है आगे। अरे भाई उसमें लगा, ये निकल जाएगा, पंच लगा के लगा।
Prasad Duri sir, kindly please mute yourself. Okay, sir, you can proceed, sir.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, sir. Thank you. Okay, so qualitative research. So here, let us take the example of we can say in aeroplane that in previous days, maybe before many years ago, we can say the use of this only aluminum or aluminum some alloys. But nowadays replaced by MMC. So aluminum is there, but metal matrix composite. And again, lightweight with some excellent properties in that particular case. So this is so what you can say one type of qualitative research. Then again, on the basis of method of research, this research type I will take a fast review. So historical research we can say. So historical research. Let us take any example in this historical research that. Honorable Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, you can take it, and or you can take any of the fort. Let us take Sinhagad. Let us take Raigad. So historical research. It may be if anybody will study Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, more than 100 or thousands researchers can perform research as per as this great personality is concerned. Historical research. Or if you take this any of the fort, again there are good chances, or many are doing the research as far as this good forts and these history places are concerned. So this is historical. Survey-based research. Survey-based research is preferred many of these marketing companies, or you can say by marketing department of many companies. The purpose is same. So collection of data. This is preferred when at mostly two times: the launch of new product, or you can say some new aspects are added in the product, or they want to add new aspects, or you can say modified version of the product. So this type of survey. So survey is collected. Again, there is a different thing that we will see that what are the different methods of this collection of survey. Okay, then philosophical research. So you can take maybe it is related to, you can say some of the philosophy, or anyone will take Vedas. Hello. Okay, so anyone will take this Vedas, and will put some philosophy based on some of the Vedas, or any soul, body, peace, etc. So this is related to philosophy. Case study research. So by taking one of the problem or one of the case and analyzing all the aspects as far as this case is concerned, case study. This is very typical and we can say simplest type in this research. So mass production study first launched by our assembly line, we can say Henry Ford, one of the case study. Then Nokia, why it is out of market or not having that much market as far as the Android mobile companies are concerned, and why before it, if you see 10 to 15 years, only Nokia. So one of the case study many people are doing. I am just giving the example. What is case study research? Then experimental research. So whatever means our engineering and technology people are studying the experimental. Experimental means it is not the case only that actual physical experimentation should be there. So some of the experimentation may be based on the computational analysis, because if you take the aeroplane, or if you take this I can say the satellite launching vehicles, or for launching the new vehicles also, it is not always possible that that complete design or the research will go for experimental. Physical experimentation or pilot experimentation are based on some simulations. So there are different stages. So simulation, the research may be computational. So most of the research in our engineering and technology, it comes under this experimental research. So no example is needed. This on the basis of this approach of research, that is longitudinal research and cross-sectional research. So I will correlate these two with one example. That for example, let us take any example, photochemical machining. This is my topic of interest. So photochemical machining, if I will take, so there are different parameters which are considered as process parameters, like effect of concentration, effect of temperature, effect of time, and its effect will be studied on response measure like, or output parameters like I can say different parameters like material removal rate, surface roughness, edge deviation may be there. So this longitudinal research considering only concentration and temperature, or if I will consider only temperature of three temperatures. And I will go for 100 different materials and studying the effect of this temperature on different materials. It is one of the case can be considered as longitudinal. And cross-sectional research, I can say that I will take only 3 to 5 materials, but I will go for different ranges of concentration, different ranges of temperature, different ranges of time, and 2-3 more parameters I will consider in it, like the intensity of this UV exposure, then UV exposure time, then I can say that the photoresist thickness, like these 5-6 different parameters I will consider, and I will study its effects on output. So there are different parameters. This is cross-sectional research. And last, I will say, not required to discuss much more as far as this utility of the content is concerned. So we have already discussed many examples related to this. So basic, fundamental, pure or theoretical research. This is related to, I have already given you idea, mathematics, evolution of any new formula for anything, or any new law in the physics or chemistry, or any new component like this. This is basic, fundamental, pure research. And experimental, no example needed. That is the experimental or applied research we have discussed up till now. A lot of examples. Let it be photochemical machining, electric discharge machining, any of the machining case, the research in our engineering domain or background. So this is experimental or applied research. So I am saying that one example of this can be have under qualitative, under experimental, under applied, and under cross-sectional. So like this, one example can be fitted to different 4 cases. So these are the different types of research. Now let us proceed further, friends. The process of research. So I will highlight here because one example we have already taken as per the process is concerned. So formulating the research problem. Very first, what is the problem that we want to address? We have identified a problem and now formulate the problem in such a way that analysis of this for this purpose, or parametric optimization of this for this purpose, or development and analysis of a small vertical axis wind turbine for standalone application, specifically for domestic use. A very typical problem is addressed. Standalone application for domestic use means at rooftop for all the cases. So again, this one example we will take, that formulating of research problem. Different example, that vertical axis wind turbine, and one has to develop a vertical axis wind turbine which will be located standalone application on rooftop, and it will be used for that particular home. Extensive literature survey. So what are the different horizontal and vertical axis wind turbine configurations, and why vertical is selected, and what is the efficiency, or etc. etc. So exhaustive, extensive literature survey is required. And why many, now you can see there are small wind turbines on some of the rooftops in foreign countries or in India also in some of the regions, but they are horizontal type, horizontal axis. So why not vertical axis? Or if we want to go for horizontal axis, what is the configuration? What is the type of the blade, and what is the configuration of the blade, etc. etc. What is the diameter? What is the design? So for this extensive literature survey, what has already been done by different researchers, and what are the gaps, and what we can do so that we will have. And literature survey, if you want to for wind turbine, then again you have to go for this not only previous survey but the atmospheric conditions also. For example, in the region in Maharashtra like Satara etc., you will find more wind turbines because the wind velocity. Again, you can say wind shear. If you go to Pune, Mumbai, many buildings are there. So wind shear, whatever the we will not go in detail these properties of wind shear, etc. According to able distribution, the wind flows approximately 7 meters per hour in the world. In India, we can say 6 meters per hour. But if we analyze as per as any Solapur region or any concern, and if it is flowing through 3 meters or 4 meters per hour, then how our design should be, because standard designs are there, but they will operate for 7-8 meters per hour, or what is the or meter per second, sorry, meter per second, what is the speed? So like this. So developing the research hypothesis. Now you have problem, you have literature. Research hypothesis, this is the problem, these will be my objectives, this will be my methodology, and at the end I will achieve this much. A configuration will be developed based on this configuration. These things are required, and it will give, at least based on that, one can run a 2 tube light, 2 fans, and at least 1 TV. Like this, electricity can be generated by the hypothesis. Then preparing the research design. What is the first step? What is the second step? What are the different things? In which manner they will follow, etc., etc. Collecting the research data related to wind turbine. Execution of the project. So, but no one will go directly. So let us go by some using ANSYS, etc., different configurations of blades, and which blade will give more output, etc., by ANSYS, and then actual fabrication, and then installation, and then conversion of this mechanical to electrical, and what electrical power will get generated based on this data. So not only machining, therefore I am giving some different example. So this is the execution of the project, analysis of the data. This is wind speed, wind velocity, and this is the power generated. Hypothesis testing. What we have discussed in the hypothesis, based on this velocity, this will be generated, and this will be applicable, and these 2 tubes, 2 fans, and 1 TV, we can operate television set on this, and hypothesis testing. Now what is the condition? Whether we have achieved all that which we have predicted. Generalization and interpretation. Generalization, very important. Whatever you have discussed, whatever you have made, it is for your device. If you adopted the standard procedures, and if anybody other want to replicate it as it is, standardization. So this is generalization. Then you can comment. If you go for this type of wind turbine or this type of device, then with the increase of wind power, wind speed, wind power increases. For this diameter and these conditions, a device for standalone applications in home near Solapur region. Again, you can be specific, because Satara wind is different, wind meter per second range, Solapur meter per second range is different. Generalization for Solapur region, this is better. Again, you want to go for more generalized, take trials at different 10 districts, and then generalize, you can say, for Maharashtra. Before that, you cannot go for generalization. Preparing of report and presentation of results. That is just simple research process. Okay, let us proceed. The research problem. The problem is obstacle in the path satisfying our needs. So we have already discussed what is the research problem. I will not go in detail as far as this research problem is concerned. So objectives of research problem: to make the research work feasible. So this objective of research problem should be research work should be feasible. If I will take feasible word, is very important. There are many problems, but if it will take 100 years or 50 years to solve that particular problem, then again we can, our work feasibility. Everything is possible, but what are the materials, what are the different things needed, which are not available in India also, and I want to proceed for that particular research. So the work should be feasible. To delimit the scope of the problem. So what is the scope? And to delimit, there should not be limit. So what is the scope of the problem? And accordingly, the solution will be there. And to establish the proper frame of reference, to fit the problem in a particular frame of reference. So this is very important. Then research design. So why research design is required? Why research design is important? So minimize the expenditure. One by one we will go. To collect the relevant data and technique, to provide the blueprint, to provide the overview to other experts, and to provide a direction. So these are the different things. One by one. So minimize the expenditure. Why research design? If we can go to solve the same problem, there are different ways of solving the problem. So if we will go for a perfect plan, a frame of work, that if we will follow this and this, the expenditure will be minimized. Therefore, there should be a design for the research, how you will proceed. To collect the relevant data and technique. how we should go, what are the different methods of data collection, what method we will use for collection of the data, what technique we will use. It is important to provide the blueprint for the plan. Everything is there to provide the blueprint. Blueprint means a complete structured plan for that particular research, to provide an overview to other experts in the field. For example, let us have this in the wind turbine area, many are the experts working. So what is the research design? It by having a look to our design, the experts in the wind turbine area, maybe from other countries, will have a complete overview. Okay, this was the research and this was carried out, and this was the plan, and this will be achieved. To provide a direction, very important. What is to be at first, what is to be at second, and what is to be run in parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the output, how it is connected and how it will go. Very, very important. Characteristics of research design. Objectivity. It will achieve good objectivity. Just wait. Sorry. Characteristics of research design. Objectivity. So these are the what is decided what we want to achieve. If we are having a perfect, or I can say good research design, good approach for the research design, our objective will be achievable. We can rely on that particular research design or research plan. Validity, for example, some of the things I will go by only using COMSOL multiphysics or ANSYS software, and if it is possible, feasible to have correlation with the experimental values also, then I should go for simulation as well as experimental. If the same research has already been done by any of the researchers in the area, then I can validate my results with that particular researcher also. Generalizability, I have already given how that wind turbine can be generalized for Solapur, Satara, Maharashtra or India. Adequate information a good research design will give, and there are many more features associated as per as this good research design. Maybe the output will be as per the desired, this hypothesis what we have predicted, the testing will be there. So many other aspects are there as per as this research design is concerned. Now, whatever example we have discussed, that research problem, research process, and this research design. So I will give you one example on this particular research from the relevance background and the problem and the research plan. Then we will proceed further. So example, so here this is the example. Let us have some background. So I will give the example related to design and development of micro channel or micro mixers for effective mixing of multifluids. But I don't want to directly jump to the example. Let us have some background within 1 or 2 minutes that how what is the micro channel. So micro channel, you can see in this particular figure what is channel, and in micro having dimensions in micron. And if this micro channel is utilized for mixing, for example, one fluid is coming from A, another is from B, then A plus B will get mixed. Very simple. So the micro channel which is intended for mixing purpose, we can say it is a micro mixer. What are the applications? There are many words like lab on a chip, organ on a chip, human on a chip. So particularly bio MEMS, micro electromechanical systems, MUTAS, micro total analytic systems, miniaturized biosensors, PCR chips, microfluidics, etc., etc. So this is the example. This is not related to microchannel session. Therefore, I will not go in detail. So these are some of the examples. Express biochip. Let us have some example. You can say like this blood testing, urine testing, or many of the micro reactors. Some reactions will be, and what is the exact length required for mixing of any fluid and multiplexing, etc. So I don't want to give take you in the detail of microchannel. My focus is relevance of microchannel. Now, background and motivation not required. Due to time, I will proceed further. The statement of the problem: design and development of serpentine microchannel with and without obstacle for effective mixing of multifluids. Serpentine, again, I have taken one of the typical type. So design and develop a micro channel. There may be obstacles in the path. There may not be obstacles in the path. 3-4 different configurations will be there, and 2 different fluids will be mixed, and their analysis will be carried out. So I have given you the idea about what is micro channel, what are the applications, what is the background I have skipped, and now this one diagram, whatever we were discussing for last 15-20 minutes, this one diagram is more than sufficient. So this is the objective, and this is, we can say, methodology, or you can say research methodology for achieving that particular problem. So here you can see the problem is there are 4 steps. So very first, computational analysis, then establishment of process, experimental analysis, and flow physics. The first 2 processes can go parallelly. In the computational analysis, different microchannel designs will be taken. Their shape, dimension, configuration with COMSOL multiphysics, they will be studied by applying different governing equations, mesh independent state analysis, etc., etc. So here you will get 3-4 microchannel designs which can be fabricated. Okay. But now by which method we are going to fabricate? So parallel establishment of the process, which material is used, which process will be used, what is the experimental study, and whether that process is feasible for fabrication of such microchannels. So here process is finalized. Here microchannel shapes are finalized, and now this input is given to experimental. So microchannels are fabricated, experimentation is will be conducted, and performance analysis is done. And the last step, it is shown that after this Reynolds number, for example, if Reynolds number increases, mixing increases, decreases, whatever. So flow physics study, why it is happening, inside it, what exactly happening, discussion part. So here the computational analysis will also act as the input, experimentation will act as an input, and validation will be done here based on the computational experiment. And after validating the model, COMSOL multiphysics model, then again mixing study is done, and whatever the 3-4 configurations fabricated based on the computational analysis, based on the experimentation, and based on the flow physics study, the most suitable microchannel configuration intended for mixing application will be predicted. So I can give you, this is the, we can say, one of the example which will fit the complete research methodology, research plan, how, which activities will go in parallel, which activity go in series, which activity is dependent on which activity, and whether if anything will not happen as per plan, then which activity you require to proceed further. This is just, friend, just take as an example. Let us proceed to the next part now. We are moving to the second last and last part, tools for data collection. So different tools are used for data collection. They may be, data collection, data analysis, and data interpretation. These are very, very important things as far as any research is concerned. So questionnaires, interviews, observation technique, rating scale. These are the preliminary tools of collection of data. In our case, we can say the review of literature is also, you can say, this data collection. So interview and questionnaire. Questionnaire method, no more insight is required. The data is gathered indirectly. Questionnaire is prepared. It is passed on, maybe through Google Forms, maybe physically. Previous days it was physically. Again, if you go to any retailer, any vendor, then about the product, whether you are happy, unhappy, whatever the questionnaire is there, you will answer. Then many of these answer this and be the lucky winner for this. These are the some promotion schemes for filling the questionnaire. So this may be the case. So this is about questionnaire. We will not go in detail. Interview method, data is gathered directly. Questionnaire is the indirect method. We will not go in detail because all may be familiar with this. So interview method, the data is gathered most directly, face-to-face connection between this interviewer and interviewee, and skillful interviewer is required. What questions are required to be asked, so that what is the data intended, what we require, what we want to take from that particular person. It is very important. And then some confidential information which cannot be possible through questionnaire method can also be taken in interview. And here we will get the written and both type. But interview method, again, it is for limited questionnaire. You can get the questionnaire from 10,000, but for taking interview of 10,000, a lot of efforts and many things are required. So each is having their pros and cons, no problem. Then this observation technique, next data collection, or you can say a data collection. So it is used for evaluating cognitive and non-cognitive aspects of person. So it is used for evaluation, performance, interest, attitude, values toward their life problems and situation. So most useful for evaluating the behavior of children. So here, this is through the study based on visual observations. Under this technique, group behaviors and social institutions problems are evaluated. Let us take any example observation technique. Any one of the product is launched in the market. Then how any particular will react. Or for example, any of the sample trial is going on. Then sample trial, or you can say some of the free items. For example, McDonald's has launched one of the new menu in the menu card, and the persons who will visit MACD, they will get that free menu. So again, there are CCTVs are there, and what are their reactions. So just observation. No one will ask you what is the quality, but their performance, interest, value towards whatever you have given. This is just for example. So like these many techniques are there. By one person is observing through CCTV camera for that particular counter only, that how is the response and what is going on. So group behaviors, how a group will behave, and related to social, some factors are also there. So then rating scale next. So rating scale, we can say in our mobile or computer or different apps are there. We have to rate. Even after your transaction with any of the bank, they will also ask how you, what rate you give, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star rating to that particular app, to that particular banking service, to any of the service that you are using, whatever. So this may be the one of the case for a rating. We can say that polls are taken. So express opinion poll, we can say judgment. So we will not go for any this political or news example. So this known to all that how it is the rating is taken, and opinions are expressed on the scale values. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, whatever. Rating is an essence of direct observation. So you will get directly whether you are getting 4 star, 5 star for any of the product, any of the service, or anything that any company or anybody is offering. No problem. A rating scale ascertains the degree, intensity, and frequency. Very means if any product is getting 1 star, so somewhat less. Okay, due to limitation of time, I will skip some of the slides. Data analysis. So last part we will go data analysis and data interpretation. Very important, and then we will conclude. Call defines the data. What is data analysis? Studying the organized material in order to discover inherent facts. So now experimentation is there, everything is over. Now you have to go for inherent facts. What is that data is telling? Analyze the data. You have collected the data for 10,000. You have collected the data 1 lakh. You have,
Sir, sorry to
huh?
interrupt. There is one question by the participant in chat box.
Huh?
Which software is used for response surface methodology? That is the question by one of the participant.
Can we take, sir, at the end so that I will complete and we will proceed?
Okay,
Because within
okay,
5 to 10 minutes, I will try to complete.
okay, sure, sir. Okay.
Just wait. Just wait. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so data analysis. We are discussing about data analysis. Yeah. Okay, so okay, whether things are going on means audible, visible because some interruption.
Yes, sir, you're audible, but your video is just now you have turned off.
Okay, so sorry for a disturbance. Okay, so let us proceed further. Studying the organized material in order to discover inherent facts. So the whatever data is available, we have to go for this analyzing the data and what the data is telling. So data collection by survey method, or if I have gone for some experimentation purpose, then by performing the experimentation I am having the data. Let it be 27, let it be 236, or let it be whatever 743 experiments, no problem. So discover the inherent facts based on the data is very important. So description, the main purpose of the data analysis, it will describe something. Construction of measurement scale based on the data. Generating the empirical relationship based on the data. This increases, this reduces. This increases up to certain level, then further reduces. Then explanation and prediction based on it. Okay. So these are the some of the examples that I want to quote related to data analysis. So here you can see the photo tool and age deviation. So you can see if anybody don't know about this, he can clear cut at least by observing. He can tell that, or she can tell that age deviation for 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I want lesser age deviation, I will prefer photo tool number 4. If I want higher deviation, one can go for 1 or 3. This is based on the data. So if only data analysis is there, no one can predict. So this is we are going data analysis plus data interpretation combinedly. So this is the data. If you take the example, 45 experiments are there. 2 different materials are there, copper and brass, and surface roughness, material remodeling, and age deviation is there. And 3 different materials, the dyes analyzed for 45. So this is data analysis. And again, one can go for plotting the different and plots, graphs, and predicting the different things based on this data. So let us proceed to the last part of this data interpretation. So last part of this data is the data interpretation. So whatever data is available and how one can interpret. So what are the purpose of the data interpretation? To throw the light on real significance of the material in the context. What is the real significance? What are the implications of the data? What will be the conclusion and what are the recommendations based on the data? The value greatest worth resulted from the researcher means this much peak can be achieved or this much lowest also possible. And to refer important, can we go for a generalization or generalized comment based on the data? So data interpretation, very important 2 factors are there. The researcher should keep the following factors in consideration. Not to ignore those factors which are unstudied, and not to overinterpret or the expected results. Not to ignore those factors which are unstudied. So further only examples are there. So I will quote one example and I will stop. So here, these are the different examples of, you can see here cause and effect diagram, then Ishikawa diagram, then you can see here Weibull distribution. So these are the different data interpretation. Then these are the some of the graphs with error analysis. As the concentration increases, surface roughness increases, MRR increases, age deviation also increases. Again, the error plots are there, how it is plotted. Then again, for different parameters, that for German silver, what is the effect of concentration on these 3 parameters for different German silver material. Again, if we want to go in detail that why the MRR is increasing or why surface roughness is decreasing as per as increasing concentration or temperature, one can go for, don't take in technical perspective, take in discussion type perspective. So it is not required that you should have all this knowledge of this gain boundaries and etc. The phenomena that at 200 grams per liter better surface finish and 600 grams per liter roughest surface or worst surface finish, you can see the difference between the microstructure, the voids, and this is the justification in the discussion part, which is very important as far as interpretation of data is concerned. Okay, so again, validation. Okay, so I will not take this. See here, data interpretation. So the COMSOL multiphysics diagram, you can see here the mixing of microchannel, and here you can see the real. So you can correlate. You can see here the enlarged image, how it is mixing, and in real also how it is mixing. So like this, you can see here the last figure, RE15, the layer in the COMSOL, and again, not completely purple and not white or colorless, and in between the layer. So up to this level also you can go for. And now I want to give just one example as far as this interpretation is concerned, not to ignore those facts. Just one example I will take. That example is, let us take the test match. And our India team and England team, they are playing a test match. And test match, 5 sets will be there. So in one set, every the team will get 2 chances to play. So assume that one player will be playing for or has played, let us take in past tense, for 10 times. So the opener of any England team, opener batsman, played all the matches as he is opener, out for every match, and total score 550. So his average will be 550 divided by 10 times he played and out 55. And take another example, any greatest bowler in the team coming as the last to bat, maybe on 10th number, he also played 10-15 runs every time, and total his score for 10 times was 160. Only 2 times he was out, and remaining 8 times the other person playing with him was out, and he will be not out as the last player. So if the average will calculated based on 550 runs, 10 times out, 55, and 160 runs, 2 times out, 80. Can we interpret the data like this? That the average of the bowler or the 10th player is 80 and average of the batsman is 55? No. So here, not to ignore those facts which are unstudied. Unstudied here, he came as 10th. Why he is not out? Because other person is out and the match is over. Therefore, he is not out. Like this, some of the factors are there. So this I want to highlight due to limitation of time. I will stop here. So it is always seems impossible until it is done. So the secret to getting ahead is to getting started. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, sir, I will take the question.
Yes, sir.
Response surface,
if-
RSM.
Okay, if any participants have any doubt, then you can directly unmute yourself and ask to the sir.
One question is there, sir.
Yes, in chat box, one question was
RSM.
there.
So RSM response surface methodology. So I have used a Minitab for this also, and MATLAB is also can be used for this. Every software has different features as far as this RSM is concerned.
Any other participants?
In between, I have skipped some slides, but sir, due to limitation of time, I have to complete. Therefore, I have in order to fit that particular in time, because the research is very vast topic. Therefore, I have
Yes,
skipped.
sir.
So now, anybody want to ask, he or she can ask.
Okay, I think no one is having any doubt. Okay, chat box also. Okay. It's okay. Good afternoon to one and all. This session was very much interesting. It has certainly given another outlook towards the research context. Wangikar sir has elaborated many key points regarding research methodology in a very simple and effective manner. I hope you all enjoyed this session, and I am pretty much sure that this session was fruitful in all aspects. Thank you very much, sir, for sparing your valuable time for this session. And here we will conclude the first session, and after a short lunch break, we will initiate the second session at 1 p.m. The second session will be on thesis research writing, and this session will also be conducted by Dr. S.S. Wangikar, sir. So be in touch with us. That's all for first session. Thank you. Have a good day ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, we will start next session at 1 p.m.
Yeah,
So
sure, sir. Thank you,
we
sir.
will have 1 hour lunch break, and
Yeah.
then we will start.
Thank
The
you, sir.
link will remain same. You can
Yeah.
join by using same link.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, to all.